everybody, and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. Let's hear it for that. Let me make this easy. Who's not from Woodbridge? I know you. Oh, wow, what did you all migrated to this side? What happened? I didn't see the Woodbridge side and the non-Woodbridge side. You mingler, all right. Thanks, Irma, thanks. So we're here today to talk about this year's Senior Olympics, the 14th straight year we've been doing this. They are on September 9th, 10th, and 11th. They are always the weekend after Labor Day. There are 23 sports, as you probably know. They are in all different venues. Most of them are here. There's some across the street at the club. Of course, bowling down the street, Woodbridge High School, archery and golf or elsewhere. But there's a whole lot going on, and you're all here because you care about staying fit, being in shape, and having some camaraderie with your friends and meeting people you never met and seeing people here year after year. So it's a wonderful experience. I want to start by introducing the guy who brought the games to Woodbridge Township. He ran them elsewhere for years. He didn't know any better. It's not his fault. I can't blame him. And plus, I wasn't the mayor yet, so how did he know? So when he came to us with Pat Trombetta and Frank St. Marie and RIP Chester Canal, we decided we would support this idea 100%. We thought it was great. It turns out it is great. It brings 1,000 athletes to Woodbridge Township for a weekend. That means our hotels are full. That means Woodbridge Center gets shopped at. That means our restaurants get dined at. It means people buy gas and they recreate and do all kinds of great things in Woodbridge Township. So I want to start by introducing Mike Garamella, who is, again, responsible for bringing these games to Woodbridge Township.
Thanks, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. What can I say, right? I have to correct the mayor, though, okay, on one thing. Right, Pat? This is our 16th year, okay, not 14th year. I know everybody mixes it up and all that, but Pat, you know that, right? Even though we missed 1 year because of COVID, I still have to count that year, okay? It wasn't our fault, right? It was COVID. So.
We're both wrong. It's 15.
Right, but I have to count. I'm still counting that because we would have held it if we didn't have COVID, okay? So, all right, let's be particular. Anyway, I'm happy to be here. I'm proud to be here. I'm happy to be here in Woodbridge. You saw the new sign out there, home of the Senior Olympics, right? Thank you, Woodbridge. This is our home. We're not going anywhere else. You know, really. I've been doing this a very, very long time, and I'm looking out there, and I see some of my coordinators here, and they've been with me for over 30 years and all that. The township has been great. I can't say enough about them. Whatever we want, they give us. They really help us throughout. I got a special thanks to Pat Trombetta. Pat's been with me for 16 years. Unbelievable guy, okay? Volunteers his time. Became a great friend to me and to the games, and very supportive. You know, he's the one really that, you know, he asked me, can we get any national people come into the kickoff? I'm like, all right, Pat, here's a couple of names, call them. I mean, you know, he called all you guys to get you here, okay? And he's really responsible for that. So thank you, Pat. I really appreciate that. I have to give a shout out to Frank St. Marie, who couldn't be here today. You know, he's one of the people that helped us bring the games here. And he's just a little under the weather. We miss him dearly. He's still part of this program, and we wish him well. And we love him, and we hope to see him at September, you know, at our opening ceremonies and as well. So Frank, you know, we're thinking about you. Again, you know, Kelly Irizarry's not here, my assistant. She does all the inputting and does the registration and all that. She does a great job, so I want to give a shout out to her. The mayor's office, I have to, you know, thank John Haggerty, Megan Kushba, Nicolette Dunn, Kelly Walsh for all that you guys do. Loretta and Jerry for helping us with the mailings and all that. But Megan, I'm sorry. I know I lean on you so much, more and more every year, but thank you for what you guys do, really. You know, we have our presenting sponsor here. Rob Maxon's here from Brazen Health and Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield. Thanks, Rob, for coming out on this hot day. You know, you'll hear from him in a bit. Again, 2022 event coming up in September is going to be great. It really is. I mean, coming off of 2021, we had COVID restrictions, and It was a little difficult. It really was. We didn't hold a full program, but I'm happy to say that we're going to run 23 events. We're bringing them back. So it's going to be great. This year will be a national qualifier. Okay, Nationals is doing it 2 years in a row because of COVID, and they want to get back on track. So you need to come to our games in September to qualify. The next Nationals will be in Pittsburgh. You know, dates I believe are July 7th through July 18th, 2023. So please come to our events in September. Again, you know, Mayor McCormick's going to talk and bring up some of the national medal winners. I just want to let you guys all know that I'm really proud of all you guys. I appreciate all the support. You know, especially the coordinators. Irma, you know, Irma DeMars was our tennis coordinator, and you know, I think she brought like 10 people here today, you know, to support us and me and the games. And Irma's been here, I don't know how many years. I don't think you missed the Nationals since St. Louis in 1985. I mean, that's how long we go back, and she's been with this program ever since. So thank you, Irma, for everything that you do. I'm sorry? Oh, San Antonio. Okay, wow. I was at San Antonio too. I'm having a senior moment, you know. So, anyway, thank you all for coming out, and congratulations to all the national medal winners. You'll hear from them in a little bit. And if you have any questions on the games, please feel free to call me. Okay, you guys, my number's in the book. If you have any questions afterwards, please reach out. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mike. A couple quick introductions. We have two of our council people here. The First Ward Councilwoman Sharon McAuliffe and Councilwoman at Large Lisbeth De Jesus. And they're here because they're looking forward to the time when they turn 50 and they can participate in the Olympics. So can't wait till you get there, ladies, and you can join us. We also, hey, no chirping from the peanut gallery. They are babies. That's why I said I can't wait till they turn 50. Right after I do. We have a recreation director who runs this facility and all the parks and fields and everything in town, Brian Molnar in the house, and his assistant Paul Losick. They do a tremendous job. You heard Mike mention Megan Kushba, who's been with us several years. She's now the Deputy Communications Director under John Haggerty, and she runs the volunteers. That might be the hardest job in this whole Senior Olympics, is coordinating all the high school kids and college kids and other adults that want to help. I think that probably is the hardest job, getting that all done, and she's assisted by Nicolette Dunn, and sooner or later Kelly Walsh is going to get involved helping out too. So let's hear for the team from the mayor's office. It is so cool being the mayor of a town where everybody that does the job for us is great, and I mean that sincerely. So just today, our auditors were in, we're doing this sewer study, and it's complicated, but I had a whole bunch of people in the room. And they said, well, we got to get Eddie Wagner. Let's set up a meeting with Eddie Wagner. And I said, no, he runs the sewer utility. I said, no, let's call him, put him on speaker. He spoke, answered everybody's questions, hung up, and everybody said, wow, that guy's good. Then we said, got to get Mike Gellin, the engineer. Well, I said, he's probably in. Let me bring him in. Don't worry about setting a meeting. He comes in, he sits down 15 minutes, says everything, then he leaves. And they said, wow, that guy's good too. That's the kind of talent we have in Woodbridge, where everybody that works for this town knows what they're doing, knows how to do it, knows how to keep things on time and under budget. And I see so many examples all the time, and I get the benefit of it because I'm the mayor, and they take, you know, if it went bad, they'd certainly take it out on me, so it goes good, so we should get the credit here. Our people are darn good at what they do. Bottom line, you're gonna see it this whole weekend when you see the beautiful fields, the beautiful courts. Everything is meticulous, everything is spotless, all the volunteers, just tremendous. So let's hear for all of our team. And of course, the guy behind the scenes all the time, because he's never on camera, he's always behind the camera getting everything set up, our communications director, who's been with me since we started way back in 2006. Ladies and gentlemen, John Haggerty. Otherwise known as Hags. And now a guy I've known for a long time, even before I became mayor. He was involved in the town going back when I was the CFO in the 90s. Always involved, always active, always bringing up ideas, always in everything that happens with seniors, everything that happens with recreation. And of course, he's one of the founding members of the Woodbridge Senior Billiards Club, which is a phenomenal entity in Woodbridge Township. They do so much. Steve Sharkey here, the president. pool tournaments, billiards tournaments, give money to kids and needy people. I can't begin to tell you everything that they do for this township, but he's here today as the co-chairman of the Senior Olympics. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Pat Trombetta.
It's an emotional day here for me today, boy, I tell you. Thank you for all the nice words, Mayor. I don't know if I deserve that, but thank you. Welcome everyone to our 16th New Jersey Senior Olympic kickoff. I want to thank John Haggerty, Megan Kuchpa, and Kelly Walsh for organizing this event. Nice job. Thank you. Currently, we have 500 participants with applications coming in every day. The registration deadline is August 26th. I encourage you to register online. The website is NewJerseySeniorOlympics.com. If you register by mail, you can get booklets right from the Woodbridge Community Center front desk. If you have any questions, you call the hotline, which is 973-618-1111, open 24 hours daily. Leave your name and telephone number, and somebody will get back to you. Again, Woodbridge residents will receive a discount. You pay only $10 for 3 sporting events instead of $40. Each additional event is $10. You also get a free college shirt like I have one today. And for you golfers out there, we got Ashbrook Country Club in Scotch Plains. Complimentary 18 holes of golf, complimentary breakfast, complimentary lunch. And you also get a shirt like I have on, okay? So basically, we were at the Colonial Country Club, but they were just charging us too much money. So the mayor said, make the move, Pat, wherever you want to bring it. So Scotch Plains, we wind up going there. There's $100, but the Woodbridge residents pay $70 for 18 holes of golf. Not bad at all. In June, letters from the Mayor McCormick were sent out to all the mayors in New Jersey, asking them, why not sponsor your towns by picking up a portion of this registration fee for the senior athletes? Something I wanted in a long time, because we get credit for giving our people the discounts. These other towns, they have the opportunity now. So far, the following towns have expressed interest in participating: Hillsborough, South Plainfield, Scotch Plains, Butler, Rahway, Piscataway, Union, Perth Amboy, East Orange, and Ewing. So that's a hell of a move right now. We plan to get more, but that is really good for them people, because I'm tired of hearing Woodbridge giving discounts. What about us? I said, well, get your mayor to move on it. Now they got now the mayor did get a letter. All the mayors, over 500 mayors, mail was given out to. And I want to thank the girls in Town Hall that was involved with this mailing. It was Geraldine Mazurek. It was Loretta Dowd, yep. Right? Megan was involved with that, Megan, and Kelly Walsh was involved with that. So I'm so happy that we can do this, and I'm so happy it's the 16th year at the Olympics. And I always say, gee, it's going to be my last year. I've been saying that for a long time, but I'm going to stick with it, because I got a guy like Mike Aramella. There's a guy that could have brought this sport into anywhere in New Jersey. Because you know why? When he came to Woodbridge, he found a home here. The facilities, the fields, the courts, and just transportation to get here is not bad at all. And we proved it in 16 years. We've been proving it with good numbers. So when they say, Mike, you got to move it around a little bit, he's not listening to them. He said, I found my home, and that's Woodbridge, New Jersey. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Not only are the Senior Olympics not going anywhere, but you're not going anywhere. We now have with us Rob Maxon, who's the program manager for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield, who is our primary sponsor and also our participant. And I just want to say how important it is for us to have that financial commitment because it enables us to do a lot of things we otherwise couldn't do, including giving away discounts to our seniors. So let's hear from Rob Maxon from Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Thank you, Mayor. Believe me, we thank you for the opportunity for Horizon and Brave and Health to be able to sponsor this great event. You know, my team will participate in about 700 events throughout the state this year alone, and there are no events in this state that are as well run as this event is here. As a matter of fact, Mayor, we were trying to schedule a meeting down in Gloucester County, and apparently they have some kind of a community center down there, and they actually referenced and says, oh, we're as good as the one in Woodbridge. They already know. And I know they don't. I know they're not. They're not as good as here. But thank you very much. We're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to competing and getting to meet some folks even closer out on the track. Hopefully you're going to do the 800 or the mile or the half mile, whatever you want to do. I'll see you out there. Thank you very much.
What can I say? All these towns have Woodbridge envy. So now I want to introduce and ask you to come up all the athletes that participated in the national games. I'd like you to come up and make a line across the front, and I'm going to start with the person on the right. I'm going to give you the microphone. I want you to tell me your name, where you're from, what you participated in nationally, any special thing you want to say about it. If you want to tell us where you finished, that's fine. If you want to not tell us where you finished, that's fine. The important thing is that you were out there participating in the National Senior Olympic Games, and that is pretty cool. So everybody who is a national participant, please come on up, turn around, and let's hear from you.
My name is Stephen Costin. My wife and I are from Montvale, New Jersey. We competed in the National Senior Games in bowling. My wife, Linda here, won a silver. I won a bronze. We both, it was our first experience in Fort Lauderdale, Florida in the National Senior Games. It was the experience that everybody got along great. We all met new friends from all over the United States. We met a couple that we keep in touch, a couple from South Carolina, Oklahoma, and I believe also South Carolina, Oklahoma, and I believe also from, I forgot the other state, but I knew we kept in touch with them. Everybody got along great, no matter if you won a medal or not. It was our first experience competing. We enjoyed the sport of bowling. We met a lot of new friends, and plus the people, we get along great, no matter if you win a medal or not. One thing we did, we were also representing the Special Olympic athletes in our state. We're Special Olympic athletes as well. We were trying to send a message that many Special Olympic athletes should have the open opportunity to compete in other amateur sports in their communities, in schools, and colleges and other recreation programs to expand unified sports and inclusion sports all across the globe. And we're representing that cause because we're Special Olympic athletes ourselves in New Jersey. We have a gentleman from Special Olympics New Jersey named Carmen Bennett. He's here to witness this. But we're saying it was an honor and great to be part of the Senior Olympics. It was fun, and we hope we're planning to do plenty more participation. Thank you.
I'm Linda Costin. I'm in Montvale, New Jersey, and I got in silver in second place. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Marlene Jeronzik, and I'm from right here, Woodbridge, New Jersey. Yes. I know somebody behind me really well. Anyway, I also played with Debbie Oliver, who runs the volleyball program. In fact, we're on the same team down in Fort Lauderdale. And we took the gold in the women's sixes. And I'm not going to shake her hand on this one because on beach I played against her and she took the gold and I took the silver. But great time, great fun, and I recommend everybody to go to it.
I want to interrupt and say the reason she knows this guy behind her is because she was my daughter's volleyball coach in high school and a terrific coach, by the way.
Hi, I'm Mike Fay. Got a little bit of a story for you. I was a swimmer when I was younger in college and always wanted to go to the Olympics, but I wasn't good enough. So I fell short of my dreams. 13 years ago, and I vowed I would never swim again after I finished college. 13 years ago, I developed a brain tumor, pretty big one, and I was operated on. And in recovery, I said to my wife, I need a carrot. I need something to get me going, to get me back in shape, to do something. So we wound up climbing Kilimanjaro in Africa, and since climbed, trekked Machu Picchu in Peru and Everest Base Camp when I was 65 years old. So that's in getting back into shape. I was 50 pounds overweight and really thinking I was on my way out, checking out with this brain tumor. And I dug myself out of a trench. I lost the 50 pounds, I worked out every day, and then I don't know what happened, but 3 years ago, somebody told me that there was an Olympics coming to New Jersey. This was like 3 weeks before it actually happened. So I signed up, I got in, I said, let me see what I can do swimming. That night I got home, my wife said, how'd you do? I said, 4 gold medals, all in different strokes. I said, I can't believe I could still swim. Well, I since that year got a silver and 2 bronze at the National Senior Olympics, came in 7th in the world in backstroke at the Masters, FINA Masters in Gwangju, South Korea. And then decided when I was the oldest in my age group, I was 69, 65 to 69. And I said, boy, I can't wait till I'm 70 and start going against all these young guys, these, people who are, just starting out. So COVID came around, I couldn't compete in the National Olympics. I got my 10th gold medal in my 10 races here in New Jersey and was doing pretty well, so I decided to go to Nationals. This time being on the younger side, maybe I would do better. Got 2 silver, 2 bronze, all in different strokes. At the same time, I broke 9 all-time state records here in New Jersey for swimming for my age group. And I retired from swimming. I said, that's enough. I retired. So my point is, this whole thing is, even when you think it's over, it's not over. Thank God for this venue. Thank God for Senior Olympics, because they'll allow us older people to compete and maybe realize our dreams in our old age. Thank you.
My name is Debbie Oliver. I'm from Clifton, New Jersey. And as already told you, we played really well in the women's 60s volleyball. And we've been fighting for volleyball for a long time in New Jersey, as Mike knows. And, but this past year, we put all our energies into promoting and supporting beach volleyball, which is a whole different sport. And in Florida, when it was 95 degrees and we were playing on the beach, it was pretty tough. But we're still fighting to keep that as a sport in the Senior Olympics, and it's something that we're going to continue to fight for. And I think the main thing is the camaraderie. You get to the games and you see people from all different states, as you said, and you're excited to see them, how they've been. I think the fun thing is that when you're younger, you don't want to get older, but now it's like every 5 years you want to have mulligan, that do-over to move up to the age group, and now you're like, ooh, the next age group, I'm going to dominate, I'm going to be the kid in that age group. So I'm moving up this year, and I'm like, ooh, I get to be the kid in 65, so just keep enjoying it and keep moving.
Well, my name is Al Caslow, and I am a member of the Woodbridge Senior Billiard Club. They're right here in this building. And 2 months ago, I was down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with the National Senior Olympics. My event was cornhole, and this is the first time, first year, that cornhole was one of the events for the National Senior Olympics. I was put in a group of from 80-year-olds plus when my event started. I eventually wound up in the championship round. Believe it or not, there were over 1,000 people watching me in the center court on live television doing cornhole. I had 35 of my family and friends that lived in Florida. My grandson came from Chicago. My son came from Maryland. My daughter lives down there, and lots of our friends, including the ex-mayor of Palm Beach, who was all rooting for me. Now tell me that there was no what shall I say, pressure. Anyway, I started with the cornhole event. My opponent was a younger guy from Georgia. He was 95. I'm 96. The event started. I put 3 bags of corn bags on the plate. He put 3 in. The score at that time was, I had 18 points, he had 14 points. The last throws that we had, he put 3 on, I put 3 on, and I put the last one, the 4th one, in the hole. That gave me the gold medal. So when I left, everybody knew I was going down here, and Pat Trambella said to me, Al, bring home the gold. I listened, Pat. Here it is. Thank you.
I'm Irma Garza, and I am in charge of the tennis portion of the Senior Olympics. And to my right are my buddies who have followed me through USTA, various local leagues, various traveling leagues, national leagues, and we're still working on it. We have a long way to go. Yes, it is endless, and I'm only going to be 85. I'm sorry. So all my girlfriends are here today because at Nationals I was invited to participate in a HBO Sports Brian Gumbel interview with Mary Carrillo, but they forgot to take a picture. So they all came today. We're going to have the picture. We have videos, lots of videos, but we have a picture that will be shown probably for a month. HBO does that for whatever event they pick. And the month will be in August. I do not know when.
Go all the way down. You guys don't want to talk? No?
Don't they say something?
Oh, it's up to you. Tell me your name.
Hi, I'm Ann. I live in Mercer County, and this was the first year I participated in the National Games, and it was a wonderful experience. And I didn't win anything, but met so many wonderful people down there, and I think that was the highlight for me.
Hi, I'm Susan Ammerman, and I'm from Monterey Beach, which is in Wawa, New Jersey. I have attended 4 National Senior Olympics, thanks to Irma, and have enjoyed every moment of it. And I recommend you all try. And my partner,
Betty Denard from Tom's River, New Jersey, and I went to 3 of the national games with Sue, and every time we just have a wonderful time.
Hi, I'm Barbara LaFleur. I'm from Tenafly, New Jersey, the only northerner here. And as this gentleman said, the Senior Olympics and the Jersey Olympics have been my carrot. I've had multiple joint replacements, both knees, both hips, both shoulders, and I always come back to tennis to get ready for the Senior Olympics.
Hi, my name is Laura Lehman. I live up in Totowa, New Jersey, and my partner Edie said this year, let's play pickleball. I don't play pickleball that much, and neither does she. But we ended up with the bronze, so we were quite happy. We went in for tennis, we ended up 3rd.
Hi, my name's Edith Crum. I'm from Spring Lake Heights, New Jersey, and formerly Prescott, and I left my mouthpiece home, so here we go.
Hi, I'm Betty Helfrich. I'm from Wall, New Jersey, and through tennis and the Senior Olympics, I feel I have aged to perfection.
The best one yet. Hello, this is Woodbridge Mayor John McCormick, and on behalf of the New Jersey Senior Olympics Committee, I am extremely excited to announce that for the 14th consecutive year, the New Jersey Senior Olympic Games are back in Woodbridge. Every year, over 1,000 senior athletes aged 50 and over travel from all over the country to the best town around to use our outstanding fields, courts, and facilities. This year, the Games will be held on September 9th, 10th, and 11th, and you can join the Games and compete for bronze, silver, and gold medals. Senior Olympians have the opportunity to compete in 23 different sporting competitions, from cornhole to volleyball to billiards to swimming and so much more. We are ready for you to join the fun, fitness, and fellowship at the annual Games in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Register online at njseniorolympics.com today. The 2022 New Jersey Senior Olympic Games will be the biggest and best competition yet. Thank you.